Stacy here. Thank you so much for joining me today. So in today's video, I have part 2 of my makeup inventory. In today's video, we are going to be covering my base products. So primer, foundation, concealer, and setting spray. Hopefully this video is not as long as the last one. Thank you to all of you who watched it all the way through. Yes, 188 blushes. It's probably going to be closer to 200. Although I am sending some another person's way. So yeah, it is what it is. I love blush. I'm wearing like 8 of them today. So yeah. All right, so we're gonna do this the exact same way we did the last one. I'm gonna go to my craft table. I'm gonna share with you every single item that I own. Then we will come back and talk numbers. So let's get that started. All right, let's start with primers. I'm gonna start with ones in bottles. I have this one. This is the Glass Liquid Skin from Makeup Revolution. It is an illuminating oil. This may end up being in a skincare routine rather than a primer. Have I used this? I don't think so. I don't know. And then I have one very similar with Joa. This is the Glow Activator Radiance Primer. It's got like little bits of gold glitter in it. Oh, we'll see. I'm currently working on the Rare Beauty primer in my That's Expensive project pan. This one, I mean, it's basically brand new and it's already smelling like it might be going off. This one from Shop Miss A is a primer spray. We have the No Problem. I haven't used this one yet. This came in a BoxyCharm, and this is its counterpart. Currently, I'm going to be working on this one, I should say, and That's Expensive. So when you see a dot, that means it's slated for a project or is currently in a project. This is the Pretty Fresh Illuminator. It has a piece of washi tape around it because it looks just like the foundation bottle. So this is actually really pretty. I used it one time. This may end up a color pan this year. We'll see. I'm working through a lot of primers and a lot of glowy primers. Another one is this one. This is the Primer Serum by Wet n Wild. Did I use this one? I may have used it one time, but I can't remember what I thought about it. Some OG favorites. This is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Glotion. This is in the lighter shade. I really, really love this. I've already gone through 3 or 4 of these. I'm currently working on the Flower Beauty in Your Prime in my Beauty A to Z. Got one little sachet. This is from One Size, which is Patrick Starr's beauty line. I've got the AOA Wonder Skin Illuminating Primer. I've got a small Bear With Me. I panned the big jar of this last year and I ended up using it as a step in my skincare routine because I didn't like how it looked under makeup. I have one of the all-nighter face primers from Urban Decay that I haven't tried yet. And then I have 2 of the Wet n Wild Dewy primers. I'm currently working on this one. I didn't realize this was tinted. It's very tinted, so. Oh, it says base de tint. I said that wrong. Whatever. You guys know what I mean. It's tinted, which is kind of weird. I'm going to be working on a sample of the Professional. And I've used this one in the past. It's not my favorite, but we'll use it and get it out. I have a Prime and Glow Face Illuminator from JCat. I've got a sample of the Becca First Light Priming Filter. I actually just finished this one, the large one, spoiler alert, in my That's Expensive project pan. It can't be that much of a spoiler because there was like little left. So this is the last one ever in my life. I have an LA Girl Pro Prep. A Shop Miss A. This is it's supposed to say aqua, but there was a typo there. And then last but not least, I have a sample from Smashbox. So it's got the Photo Finish Primerizer, the original Smooth and Blur Primer, and the Photo Finish Minimize Pores Primer. So there's 3 of those. So those are currently all of my primers. For setting spray, let's see what the ones I'm currently working on. So I have this one in Bingo. This is Paradise Set by BH Cosmetics. This was in for Fiery, I think is what it was. This is actually the counterpart to this one. This is the Flower Seal the Day Illuminating Setting Spray. And then I have the regular illuminating setting spray in this because the sprayer on that bottle is awful. I've got 2 Urban Decay All-Nighters. I have one slated for a project. Holy grail for me, especially if I'm going to be going out somewhere and wearing my mask. I used this and my mask didn't wear off any of my face or anything off my nose, which is amazing. So, because of glasses. But yeah, really love those, even though they are hella expensive. I've got one of the Shake and Glow mist from L'Oreal. I've got a hydrating fix from Makeup Revolution. This one's been used some. I should pull this in a project. Maybe I will. I have the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Set and Refresh Spray. I got this from Influencer. If you want to look like a robot, that is the spray for you. I have a mini MAC Fix Plus in a project. This is a Shot Miss A setting spray. I've been working on this. I'm about right here. This actually isn't bad. I don't know that it actually sets anything for long-term use, but it does like remove some of the powdery look once I've put my powders on top of my creams. There's my short little review for it. I have a Make It Dewy from Milani that's in a project, a Master Fix that's in a project. Both of these are really good. I like both of them. And then I have another lasting fix slated for my Advent Calendar project pan. And then I have the NYX Radiant Finish and the J-Cat Primer Spray in Jasmine. This smells really good. Right? Yeah? Smells good or no? I can't remember. Uh-oh, someone's texting me. Yeah, no, it smells real good. Oh, this still has plastic on it. Who knew? How did I manage to use this when it has plastic on it? The world may never know. So that one's real good. Real good. I think that one smells really well. It's a primer and spray, so I don't know that it sets anything. And then finally, I have the Radiant Finish by NYX. So I've heard that the Radiant Born to Glow line is retiring or has been discontinued. I don't know what they're doing over there, but I'm going to need them to settle down. Settle down now, y'all. Settle down. Let's talk concealers. So we'll start with this. This is the Magic Touch Concealer. This is a sample pack from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This counts as one in my inventory. There's my cat. She's gonna have to holler outside. So let's start with Makeup Revolution. I have the Conceal and Fix in light yellow. This is really, really thick. You can kind of see where I was playing around with it yesterday. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. I've got the Full Coverage Camouflage Concealer. I've got the Revolution Pro Ultimate Radiant Under Eye Concealer. This is C1. What is this one? C2. So C1, C2. I've got the XX Revolution in CX 2.5. I've got the Revolution Pro Ultimate Coverage Crease Proof Concealer in 0.2. I've got the Conceal and Define in C2. This is the drier one. I don't know how I'm going to use that one. And then I have the Conceal and Hydrate in C.2. I've got a corrector in Peach. And that's all in my Makeup Revolution. This is the newest one, I think, to my collection. This is the True Skin High Coverage Concealer from Catrice. I bought the foundation and absolutely loved it. So I really want to try the concealer. I currently have the Juvia's Place slated for a project. I believe it's in Fantasy? I don't remember. I've got a L'Oreal Infallible. I've got the JOA Truly Yours Full Coverage Concealer. I've got 3 of the flowers. You can see one is slated for a project. I have 2 in fair and then 2 in the new, 2 in fair and 1 in the new lightest color. Love this concealer. It's so really good. Another one that I really enjoy is the one from LA Girl. I have one in Porcelain, and then this one is in, I think it's Light Peach. Don't remember. 2 from Wet n Wild. Yeah. Got one from BH Cosmetics. That one's all right. I've got the Catrice Camouflage Anti-Redness. Here's my Milani concealer palette I'm currently working on in Partners in Cream. And I'm working on this shade right here. Once I've finished the shade, we may move on to the rest of them. This is a really good palette. They don't make it anymore though. I'm currently working on the Rare Beauty concealer in my That's Expensive project pan. This may end up rolling into Color Pan at some point. Look how gray this is. It's so gray. It's so gray. Yeah, it's gray. Well, no, it doesn't look gray on the hand, but it looks real gray. Okay, I have a 3 from e.l.f. I have the regular camo concealer in Fair Warm. I've got the hydrating one in Fair Beige and in Fair Warm. And I think Fair Warm is the one that's in my in a project. Maybe Throwback 30? I don't remember. And then this one, you can tell it's kind of separating. I don't know. I haven't used it yet. But I bought all of these before I kind of realized I'm more of a neutral undertone. So we'll see what happens. I have the Milani Conceal Perfect Longwear Concealer. I have the Morphe. Oh, I didn't tell you the color of that one. This one is in 100 Pure Ivory. And this one is in, I don't know, I can't see it. And then I have 2 from Ulta. This is the Full Coverage Liquid Concealer in light. What does that say? Light Cool. I was like, I have no idea what that says. And then I have a yellow corrector. I don't know what I'm going to use this for. Maybe this will work better under my eyes. I love this concealer. This is such a good concealer. I have really dry under eyes. Did I mention that? Really dry under eyes, and I really enjoy this concealer. But, the holy grail of them all is this one. This is the Shop Miss A Pawpaw Concealer. This is $1.55, and it's my most favorite concealer ever in my life. And everybody I have recommended it to has really enjoyed it. The shade range is shit. It really is shit, but it's such a lovely formula. It's just so good. I'm supposed to be painting this one, but I haven't got into it yet. Ooh. It's just so pretty. Like I said, I have very dry skin, really dry under eyes, and this is just so pretty on the skin. This may not be the best way to share this, but I mean, it's just hydrating and it's just so good. It's just so good. So if you've bought it on my recommendation and you don't like it, please don't tell me. I don't want to know that you don't like what I said. I don't like that. Okay, last but not least for this little segment are my powders. So I've had the Revolution Pro Skin Finish in Luminescence. I believe this is supposed to be a dupe for the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. This is really pretty. Just a tiny hint of glow. I have the the e.l.f. Halo Powder. Now, I am not one to set my face. Like, I don't powder under my eyes. I'm not a powderer unless I just feel like I need to. I can't even see that. This is the one I'm currently trying to hit pan on. If I can hit pan on it pretty quickly, I will finish it. This is the NYX High Glass. This is beautiful, but this has been discontinued. It has just a little bit of a sheen, a little bit of goldenness to it. It's beautiful once you use it like as a finishing powder. So pretty. And then I picked up 2 this year. This one is the I Heart Revolution Loose Radiance Powder. I picked up this because it was on like hella clearance. It hasn't been discontinued though, but it was on hella clearance. Where can I rub this? This one is just so, look at that. It's just so pretty. I don't know if it leaves a white cast. It smells like coconut, which I could do without, but it's just such a really pretty powder. I believe it's on sale at Ulta right now. So yeah. Okay, so I picked up this one. This is the L'Oreal Hydra Perfect in translucent. It's not translucent at all. It's very pink. But I picked this up because I was using the Flower Beauty Supernova as a the skin elixir as a primer. And that's very, very glowy. And then on top of it, I was putting on a very glowy foundation and it was just too much glow. So I bought this powder to kind of calm it down a little bit. And then I was like, you know what? We're just going to move this, what is that called? Primer to my, let's start with what came into my collection. Because as you'll hear at the end, when I go through numbers, my collection, I like used up a ton last year, but I got a bunch. So once again, I count these as one in my inventory. So there's one from Shiseido. This is going to be in my advent calendar project pan. I have this one from Lancôme. And I have this one from Clinique. And then this one from Estee Lauder. So again, each of those count as one. I picked up the Age Perfect Radiant Serum Foundation in number 10. I picked up the Uma Ready for My Close-Up. This is the Sharon C. Flawless IRL Skin Perfecting Foundation. Jesus Christ. And this is in White Pearl T4. I think this is a mattifying foundation. I only wore it one time. I need to try it again. I picked up the, oh, wait a minute. Did this come out in 2020 or 2021? I think I got that in 2020. Never mind. And then this was a diamond gift for Ulta at the end of the year. This is the Clinique Even Better Refresh Hydrating and Repairing Makeup. I'm going to guess that's going to be a little dark. A little dark. Okay, so let's talk about some that are like, this cargo one, I haven't tried it, but I think this is going to be matte. It says Longwear Foundation. This is currently in my That's Expensive project pan. I have two sticks. This one from Milani that I hate. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with that yet. I can't donate it because it's a stick. Have this one from ColourPop. I basically use this to clean up my eyebrows. It's going to last forever. I have Wet n Wild Photo Focus Dewy. I have two from Revlon that I haven't even, no, Revlon and Maybelline that I haven't tried. So this is the Revlon Color Stay Natural Finish in 130. This, and that's for dry skin. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy and Smooth in 115 Ivory. I can't read. I have one from BH Cosmetics. I have one from Joa. This is currently in my Beauty A to Z project pan. I've got one kind of BB cream. This was, Toddy did a video before she left in 2020 maybe about this mushroom foundation, so I bought it. I've got the NYX Born to Glow and the Juvia's Place Stick in Lima. This is my Tarte, I want to say it's Shape Tape. Tarte Shape Tape foundation mixed with the Maybelline Dream Urban, the one in the squeezy tube. So this is in my That's Expensive project pan. No, it's not. It's in 50 Shades of Purple. I'm trying to finish it. I've got three from AOA. I've got their BB cream, and then I have two colors of their A+ Buildable Satin Foundation. I've got it in Fair Ivory and Porcelain. $1.55, really good. Again, shit shade range. I have a L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear. This is in 420. I have this. This is the LA Girl Pro Coverage High Definition Illuminating Foundation. I have that mixed with some of the white to kind of lighten it up a bit. I think I couldn't get the cover off on this, but this is in fair and this is in white. So that's the mixer. Those are mixed together. I do that all the time. And then these are my other two mixers. This is the True Match Lumi in C78. So I have one in cool and this is 520 and this one is a bit more neutral. So these are what I use to mix. And I mean like the littlest, tiniest drop ever in your life. Two of my most expensive foundations are these. I have this one, which is the Tarte Water Foundation, Rainforest of the Sea Water Foundation, and the Rare Beauty Foundation. This is in 140C. This is in Porcelain. The issue with Tarte is that none of their colors are consistent. None of them. Not a single one of them. So from foundation to concealer, none of them really match. And then I have this one. This is the Misha BB Cream in number 21. This is so gray. It's so gray. I'm going to show you again just how gray this is. It's so gray. It's so gray. What am I supposed to do with this? Look how gray that is. Oh, well, it doesn't look that bad on camera. In real life, that looks gray. So we'll see. This reminds me of the CYO foundation. If you love that one, the one that Taylor Wynn went over and over about, you probably would like that because to me, that came off as gray on me too. Okay, let's talk about Makeup Revolution. I've got the Conceal and Glow, the Conceal and Hydrate. I've got 4 of the F2. Oh, I didn't tell you the colors. This one is in F1. This one is in F1. These are in F2. This is the Fast Base Stick, I think is what it's called. I love these. I know Deb was trying it and she wasn't really a fan. I put it on the back of my hand and pick it up, but I really, really like these. I've gone through probably 3 or 4 more of these. And I moved the dark one, I think it's in F13, to my cream bronzers. I have the XX Revolution. This one is really good too. It's a little expensive for a drugstore, but I can't read that. I think it's an F2. And then I have 2 kind of more matte ones. This is the Makeup Revolution Pro Foundation Drops in F2. And then the Full Cover Camouflage Foundation in F2 as well. Let's talk about some favorites. Well, the Conceal and Glow and the Conceal and Hydrate are also favorites, but these are kind of like top tier favorites. So this is the one I'm currently working on in Throwback 30. This is the BB Cream from Profusion. I think they only have 4 colors of this, if they even still make it, but this is beautiful. It's just so pretty. I mixed this with the foundation that I'm currently working on to darken it just a little bit, but it's just so glowy and hoey, and I love it so, so much. And it does give a little bit of coverage, but isn't that gorgeous? I love it. Again, shade range, but what are you gonna do, right? Not buy it if you don't want to. The Dream Radiant Liquid. I really love this one, and I also love the one that's in the squeezy tube. I probably love the one in the squeezy tube a bit more. This is in 05 Vanilla, another brand that can't get their shades right or consistent. Look how yellow that is. I need to go to get a neutral color, but again, another radiant. So if you're oily, you know, you probably don't want it, but if you dry beige like me, maybe you'll like it. Another one that's really good is this one from e.l.f. This is their Flawless Finish Foundation. This is in Light Ivory. You can tell this one's got some use. I need to clean it. This one's just, oh, it's just so pretty. Again, not the right color. This was back when I thought I was warm, but I feel like I'm a bit more neutral. But it's just so pretty. And they do set down, but they maintain that radiance, which is just absolutely beautiful. Another one from Profusion. I honestly can't remember the shade range on this one, but this is their Feel Good Skin Long Wear Skin Perfector. This is their foundation in Fair One Warm Yellow. This is gorgeous too. Like, all of these are gorgeous. This is a bit more dark for me, but I still really love it. And I think that was $5, $6, $7. Not expensive. But again, it gives you, look at that coverage. I mean, it covered all my veins. And it's glowy, which is really, really pretty. One of the new ones I tried this year was this Catrice True Skin. Ulta no longer carries Catrice, which is a shame. I don't understand why they don't. They had some favorites that people loved, but Ulta gonna do what Ulta gonna do, right? So, as I was saying, Ulta doesn't appear to carry Catrice anymore. So this is the Neutral Ivory True Skin Hydrating Foundation. I really enjoyed this. I know a lot of people were like, it's too dry, but I really liked it. I should probably be shaking these up. I think it's a really good color. It doesn't look so like right here, but on my face, it's a really pretty color. Don't mind Rob messing with the dishwasher, even though I told him I was going to film. It's just so pretty. And again, it has such a luminous, beautiful finish. And the first time I used this, I used it without a primer. So I'll have to test it some more. Hopefully I can roll it in, but since it's my newest foundation, it'll probably be a while. Runner up would be this. This is the Flower Beauty Light Illusion. I'm currently working on this one in Throwback 30. This is also really pretty. And this is the new lightest color. I had the old lightest color and sent that off to Project Beauty Share and picked up this one, which is still kind of dark and still pretty yellow, but what are we gonna do? It's really pretty. Okay, so the winner of my foundation battle is this one. This is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Hydrating Foundation in Fair 30N. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. And it's really hard for me not to buy more than one, even though clearly I have 48 foundations. I don't need another one. But if I were to use all of those up, this would be the one that I replaced all of them with. This is gorgeous. If you're someone who has dry skin, you may love this. Ulta doesn't carry all the colors, but the ColourPop website does. It's just so pretty. It's a little dark. It's actually lighter than the last one, I think. But it's so pretty on the skin. It actually looks like skin. I don't look like I have, a mask on or I'm wearing too much foundation, which can be a problem sometimes. Again, just because I have such dry skin. But yeah, so that's my complexion. That's my complexion. Again, kind of top tier for me is Flower Beauty and the Light Illusion. I do love the LA Girl, the e.l.f. Like there's a lot that I would say are probably in my top 10 favorites that, again, if you have dry skin, I suggest you try them. And the good thing about them is they're all drugstore. The LA Girl is like $5 and it's really pretty. I don't know if I can get anything out of here. I thought I got everything out, but it's just so pretty and it's so inexpensive. But again, finding a color is the issue, but it's just really pretty on the skin. So yeah, so that's it for me, guys. Let's head back over. We'll talk to numbers and then, yeah, we'll call it good. So if you're from Texas or in the Dallas area especially, you probably know that we have not had sun in days. So we got a cold front. We had the windows open on Tuesday. And then yesterday and today it's been cold. Or maybe that was Monday. I honestly don't remember. So unfortunately I don't have any shots like I did with the blushes and bronzers where everything was out. But it is what it is. So starting with the way I apply my face, I actually do my eyes first. But when I do my skin, I start with primers first. So in 2021, I had 35 primers for a grand total of $541.23. Let me zoom that. I still don't have my new glasses. They need to hurry up. So in 2022, I am starting 2022 with 25 primers. So that is actually 10 less than what I had last year. It would have been less than that if I didn't include the new samples that I got. But as I've mentioned before, every sample in my collection counts as one product. So that's why this isn't lower than it is, but I'm ecstatic with that number. So that is a difference of 10. So we're down 10. My total for this year is $236.03. So that means I have used up $305.20 worth of primers. And that's a lot. That's a lot of primers. I used a lot of primers last year. I don't remember exactly how many, but I do know that I used some. So yeah. Okay, let's move to foundation. Foundation. Sorry, everything has to be a song with me apparently. It can't be helped. I can't help it, y'all. Can we make this bigger? Where are we? Oh, on the wrong side of the page. Where is my, there it is. Okay. Like, where is my table? Okay, so in 2021, I had 43 foundations for a grand total of $595.10. This year, I have 48. I think 4 of those are samples. So I got the ones from Shiseido, Estee Lauder, Lancome, and Clinique. So that's four of those. So the other 2 would be the True Skin, and what else did I buy last year? I don't remember, but we're up 5. So last year my collection was worth $595.10. This year it's worth $572.55. So it's about a $22 difference, and we're up 5. And that makes sense because of the samples, etc. So it came down a bit because I did use 4 or 5 foundations last year, but yeah, it's just how it works. That's why, like, when Ulta's like, oh, get this 10-piece goodie bag, I'm like, nope, you're not getting me with those anymore. Not if they have to count with one in my inventory. Oh, no, control for it. No, we're not doing that. We are not doing that. So 48 foundations, and I am currently working on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm working on 6. I have 10 planned, so we'll see how we do. Wait. Okay, let's move to concealers. Concealers. This is another number that went down. Foundations is the only one that went up, really, out of the 4. So in 2021, I had 44 concealers. In 2022, I have 34 concealers, and that is a difference of 10. Last year, my collection was worth $431.98. This year, we're looking at $286.51. So I used up $145.47 worth of concealers last year. I mean, if you think about it, like the little travel size, like the Tarte little concealer that I used up, that was worth $12 or $14. So that's where a lot of the money comes from, is samples. Yeah. So anyway, down 10 concealers, and we're at 34, and I'm working on 4 this year. I'm still plugging away on this little Rare Beauty one. You guys saw it. There's a really nice line of demarcation here, but I'm pretty sure I'm a little bit further down than that. I did use this today, so it's got some use on it. You can't really tell. I am living like my 1960s fat Gidget fantasy. Okay. And last but not least, let's get the setting sprays. Oy, misty. Okay, in 2021... In 2021, I had 22 setting sprays. In 2022, I have 14 setting sprays. So we're down 8. I'm currently working on 1, 2, 3, and I have, I think, 4 more slated for projects. So I have a lot of setting sprays that I want to get through this year. And then the last category, so that's a difference of 8. So last year, my collection was worth $231.80. It's now worth $192.76 for a grand total of $39.04. So we are down, and my value is coming down too. Now, I don't have any like, oh, I only want this many, that a lot of people do. And I'm not saying that's bad. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that in a mocking way. It is what it is, right? So I just want to make sure that I'm using stuff, getting stuff out. Again, I'm going to try to do a low buy year this year. I'm going to have to cut myself off on blush. No more blushes for the rest of your life, Misty. No more. We'll see if I can do that. But as far as numbers for this, I really don't have any. I mean, I just want to get through my product. I want to use stuff. Like I said, I'm trying to use up the $5,000 this year. But more importantly than that, I just want to get to what I love. And that's what I hope my collection gets to, is I pick the products in these categories, like that Paw concealer. It's $1.55. You know, I would be happy to use that probably every day for the rest of my life. So that's kind of what this is. Yes, I love to try new makeup, but I feel like I am taking a turn away from that. And I really want to focus more on using what I have. and doing a bathroom remodel will kind of get you in that mindset. So last but not least is face powders. Now I am not one to set my face, although I did set my face today. I sure did. This Wet n Wild primer, Danny will tell you because we were FaceTiming, I look like C-3PO. This thing is like orange, like gold. You look like molten gold. I don't know how else to describe it. It's like a highlighter. I don't know why they call this a dewy primer. Look at it. Look at it. Just what you look at it. So I had to powder today. Like I had to powder today. And what I used today was the L'Oreal Translucent. And that's why I bought it. It's because I needed a non-glowy powder that could tone down some of the glowiness. So last year, so this was a category last year. Last year I had 3 of them for a total of $27. Now I have 5 for a total of $43.95. And so that's 2 extra for $16.95. The 2 that came into my collection were the I Heart Revolution Radiance Loose Powder and then that L'Oreal Age Perfect Powder. So those are the 2 that came in. That L'Oreal one, again, will probably just get used as I need it if I feel like I'm a little too glowy. Because most of my primers are glow. So rude. Why they gotta be so loud with their car motor? I'm living my Wild West dreams here. Wildest dreams. Scott Eastwood. I would not kick him out of my bed. He's cute. Back to face powders. I don't remember what I was saying, but let's start all over. So last year I had 3 for a total of $27. That was the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder, the NYX High Glass Powder, and then the Revolution Skin Finish, I think is what they're calling it. I'm currently working on the NYX High Glass Powder in my Beauty A to Z with the Go Just to Hit pan. I couldn't use this today because this is a very glowy powder, so that's why I ended up using the Age Perfect one. So, and that's why I originally bought the Age Perfect one, because there is too glowy. Like I want to look glowy and showy and hoey. I do. I want my skin to look luminous because it's a little bit better now that I'm on a like consistent skincare routine, but I'm about to be 44 years old in April. So it's not as beautiful and luminous as it normally is. So I buy luminous products, plus I'm dry, etc. But sometimes it can be too much, like this Wet n Wild primer. It can be too much. So I bought the L'Oreal Perfect Powder. The only issue I have with that powder is it says it's translucent. It's not. It's pink. So I wouldn't recommend it if you're someone who's looking for a powder. But I am not one to normally powder my face. I don't powder my under eye. The only time I powder is if I'm going to try to wear makeup out in public with a mask. And then I powder and I spray on a ton of Urban Decay All Nighter. So anyway, that's one of the powders that came into my collection in 2021. And the other one is the loose powder from Makeup Revolution. It was on, I think it was like $3 or $4. Was that on Ulta or was I on Makeup Revolution's site? I think it was on Makeup Revolution's site. And I went ahead and picked it up because I'd heard really good things about it. So we'll get to that. I don't know that I'll pan another powder. Like I said, I'm trying to hit pan in this one. I may try to finish it depending on how fast I can hit pan. But again, powder's not something I use unless I just really feel I need it. I do like to use a finishing powder that's glowy though. So yeah, anyway, so that's a difference of 2 for a total of $16.95. So that's it. That is my complexion, my base. So we've covered primer, foundation, concealer, setting spray. I've shown you my blush, bronzer, highlighters, face palettes. And you know what's coming next. So in the next couple of inventory videos, we will tackle my eyes. And I don't know about lips, y'all. I don't have a very big lip collection. Maybe I'll just throw that in with eyes. So what I think I'm going to do is brows, mascara, lipsticks, maybe single eyeshadows will be in their own video. And then eyeshadow palettes will be in their own video because that is going to take a while, especially if I do it the way that I have been doing it. So that's it. Like I said, I apologize again. I don't have any like overhead pictures, but I'll throw in the pictures that I did take. I really do appreciate you. If you made it this far, leave me a money bag. Thank you to everyone who has watched. and or commented on the other video. I really do appreciate it, especially when they're long like that. I try not to have too long, but I can be a little wordy. Plus, there was just I showed you 188 blushes, right? Right. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate you. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.